Sydney's keeping me company because I'm fighting this. I feel like I'm doing a good job. And you know what? I think this proves a point to the public. I don't go out that much anymore.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. You're getting through the morning, and that's what matters.
But I used to be able to just do about 4 of these in a row and still be fine. You know, I did this for 3 years, Sydney. I'm losing I feel like I'm washed up.
You're losing your edge. It's okay. That's not a bad thing.
You're right. But I'm like, man, I used to hang with these folks, and now I just can't even.
No,
I can't.
I definitely at this ripe old age that we're at, I feel like I just cannot go out anymore like I used to. So I'm just sleepy. I just go to bed.
Well, and I just don't drink that much anymore. Like I really don't. And so last night when I had 4 glasses of wine, I mean, you would have thought that they were just giving me Everclear, you know?
Oh no.
So you're working out.
Well, sort of.
Okay.
Sort of. Let's not get too excited just yet, but...
That was good. Okay. Fill me in.
So basically what happened was I fell down recently, and I told you about this when this happened because I was so embarrassed about it, but I was walking across the street, and I just tripped over something, I don't know what, and just landed on the concrete, and I was fine. No worries. I survived. But it was really humiliating, and because there were also construction workers who were there who said, "Oh," as it happens. That was too bad. But one of the things that kind of shook me a little bit is that it took me a second to get up. You know, I didn't jump back up like I used to.
Was it okay? Let me ask.
Yeah.
Was it because you were trying to regather? I wouldn't say humiliated, but trying to regather your thoughts, or was it because it just took you a little bit to get back up?
I think a little combination of things. It took me a second to be like, wow, that did just happen, and I'm on the ground now. And then also just a little bit of like, oh God, this hurts my knees. So
Where'd you trip over there? I never asked you.
Right crossing the street between Riverbender and Max. So right there in front of everybody. It's probably caught on camera if John wanted to go through the cameras, but let's hope not.
No one wants us to go through those cameras. Nobody, and that has gone to Max in the last 4 years, wants us to go through those. But, you know, it's funny is I tripped there myself. I never told you this.
Oh, no.
I might have. I don't remember. I say a lot of things I don't remember. But I was sitting there. Well, I wasn't. I was walking. And we were going to Max, and this was like 7 years ago. And it was after it was in the middle of fall. I was with my buddy, Mikey Batchelor at the time. We were walking in.
Yeah.
Okay. Slip. I ripped my jeans, hit that trash can so darn hard, and I mean I wasn't having that much fun, you know. I hit the trash can, I go over, but I'm telling you what, you've seen the Family Guy where he's grabbing his knee.
That's rough.
I whined about my knee for 4 hours. Did you get over yours fairly quickly?
I got over it because I had things to do. You know
okay,
what I mean?
That's different.
We had things to do, so I had to go to work. I had to go continue my day, and so. But no, I get it though, because I've played it out since then. Clearly, I made content about it. I wrote a blog about it, so clearly I've used it a little bit too much. But no, it happened, and I was like, wow, I don't just jump back up anymore. I need to figure out why and take care of myself and get a little bit better. So I decided to work out in conclusion.
In fact, they all yelled, "Oh," as it happened. So did the construction workers really say that?
They said, "Oh."
Did they help you up?
No, they were on their ladders, and they all watched me, and I sat on the floor and the ground and said, "This is really embarrassing." And they all looked at me awkwardly, and it was too bad. It was too bad. So
they weren't really that captive of an audience.
It was rough.
So no bleeding.
I bled a little bit on my hands, but I'm fine. Again, I don't mean to drag this out.
I am dragging this out. So, I mean, this isn't the first time you have publicly stated you have fallen down.
No, unfortunately, this is very similar, a very common thing that happens in my life. We have the roller skating incident from a few months ago where I fell and hurt myself again, which was too bad. And then, of course, yoga, when I tried to do yoga recently and did not quite manage to get off the ground and just kind of flopped around on the floor for an hour. And then anyone from my 6th grade class will remember the public fainting experience of 2012.
What? What? Phil, what is this?
Oh gosh. So this was you remember in 6th grade when you're just around that time when you're starting to care about like popularity and being liked and that kind of thing. So imagine that's the backdrop. Imagine then you're in an assembly about blood drives and they're talking about blood drives. The woman brings out an IV bag full of Kool-Aid and just to like demonstrate like this is what happens in a blood drive. I hit the ground immediately on the ground. But the worst part was we were sitting in the cafeteria tables where it's like the bench and the table.
Oh
so I ended up under the table with my feet in the air on the bench.
No way! Oh my God, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
It's been years now, so I'm okay. But imagine
I have to ask that if I'm gonna laugh at you.
No, that's very nice of you. But that's the backdrop, and that's right around the time when you're starting to care about fitting in and not standing out and just trying to get through the day. And that's how that happened. So that was fun. So that being said, falling in front of construction workers, like that's just a normal Tuesday.
Yeah. So what is this? What led to you wanting to work out?
Yeah. So in a very roundabout way, this all led back to me wanting to work out and take care of myself. So.
Oh my God, I needed this today.
Good deal. But yeah, so basically I decided I'm gonna start. I tend to take a lot of walks. And I walk around the park a lot and just kind of do little things like that, but I was like, no, it's time to like very seriously actually devote myself to working out and commit and try to be a little bit more, self-care kind of person, right? Because this is the year of intentionality. We're saying yes, we're doing things.
I thought you were past the yes, and I'm still on the yes, because you did the full year, and now you're...
That's true. I gotta start saying no to things.
See,
right.
I'm remembering our journey here a little bit. I'm about 6 months behind, so I gotta wait.
That's true. So I should actually never mind about this.
So if anyone wants another freebie, you got about 6 months out of me until I start saying no. But we've talked about this. I don't do well with personal trainers because obviously, Sydney, a gust of wind puts me on 270. I don't weigh that much, and obviously, I am ready to rip the wires out of the wall with how just, I am. I just can't last. It's like amazing. I go for a couple of weeks and I get really motivated for 2 weeks and like I'm not saying. And hear me out here. This is going to be. We're for clarifying factors here. We got to go through this. Okay.
Go for it.
2 weeks in, I'm like busting, just going, and. My Uncle Stacy always goes, you aren't going to keep going to that damn gym. He just does it. He's on it. But I last 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, it's just kind of like, I'd rather go get a beer.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Now, are you fighting the motivation yet?
We're getting there. It's definitely so far. The first like working out day was very like exciting to me. I was like, wow, look at me go! New leaf has been turned over. This is who I am now. And then by day 2, I was kind of like, well, I did it once. Was that good enough?
So what's your workout routine?
So my workout routine, it's not that intense. I'll just say right now, routine is a big word because it's not that intense. It's a very low-key working out.
Let me rephrase the question. What do you do to exercise?
There we go, yeah. So what I've learned, or what I've discovered recently is, first of all, running is very boring. So not a fan of running. So, shout out to people who do that all the time. I know we have a lot of people who do that all the time.
You better watch what you say.
I know.
Your office is right next to Dan Brandon's office.
He loves it. I know. He read this blog and he sent me a tip about running, and I said, "Oh, thank you."
He would too. He's one of the best.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yes, he is.
But no, so I know. Shout out to people who run all the time. That's wonderful. But for me, I think I'm more of like a walker. So I've been taking a lot of walks, and I have discovered the joy of dance workouts on YouTube. Which I don't know if you're familiar with this, but you can do DIY Zumba basically.
No kidding. Fill me in. What is DIY Zumba?
Well, do you remember Zumba from like a couple years ago when people were really into that? It's like dance workouts that people would do. So it's basically that, but you can do it from the comfort of your own home, which is that's peak for me. I do not like to go to the gym. The gym intimidates me. So I am more of in the living room doing Zumba from my from my living room kind of person. So these free workouts on YouTube, they pop up, and you can choose all kinds of different music. I chose one about Broadway because I like theater, so it's Broadway music while we're working out, and it's very fun actually. This was a kind of a fun way to kind of get the heart pumping and go from there. So that's how that went.
I am really proud of you for doing.
Thank you.
It's not easy.
No.
Especially when you're doing it on your own too.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
What do you use to motivate yourself?
Well, I think the main thing now is like knowing that we were going to talk about it today. That was a big motivator.
That's true.
So now that this is over, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, Sydney, I want to direct your attention to the screen because here's what I'm thinking. This is the picture that I'm getting. This is Richard Simmons here.
That's about right, yeah.
Look at him. There, guys, is this you?
That's more or less me, I'll be honest.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I can manage to do. The comfort of my living room is pretty much that level of intensity.
I love it. So is that what Zumba is? Is that just sweating to the oldies?
More or less, yeah. Pretty much. So yeah, in this case, sweating to Broadway music. So that was interesting in its own. So there's nothing more humbling than like working out on my own from Les Miserables. That's like just humbling to me. It's okay. I'm a big theater person.
I got a question.
Yeah, no.
Because I just never have done.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it motivate you? Does it keep you pumping iron?
Kind of, because like you want to get to the end of the song, so you kind of keep going. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I'll be honest with you.
That's good. If it works for you, I'm proud of you.
Well, I'm very early in my workout journey, so nobody get too excited yet because I don't know how long this will last, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, now I'm putting 2 and 5 together here because Broadway workout is like you can YouTube Zumba Broadway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then, it will pull up basically just dancing to Broadway music. So you just copy the dance moves.
Like you aren't listening to I Dreamed a Dream, like with just creating your own moves, right?
No, you're following along.
Okay, that's like, I'm like, well, this is, how do you create like Zumba moves?
It's very depressing music, but you just kind of go along with it. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Can't complain all around. So like I said, this is very early stages. We'll see how long it lasts, but for now it's been a good time.
Now, what have you noticed? Because number one, I got to ask you, are you drinking caffeine again?
So far I've been pretty good. That being said, I have a meeting in about 40 minutes at a coffee shop, and I was probably going to get a coffee. So I'll be honest with you. It's...
Do you buy it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if I buy this, Sydney.
I've been pretty good about it, but I crack every now and then.
Okay, there we go. Now, what have you noticed so far? Are you seeing any benefits to your Zumba and walking and on your working out?
Well, I think it improves my mood a lot, which is nice. But just like, it just feels nice to get outside, first of all, if you're going to take a walk around, even though it's so hot lately. So I might have to take a break from that and just do some dancing instead.
Sweating to the oldies. It's ready to go.
Of the air conditioning, but other than that, I'd say I'm starting to go longer. So that's exciting too. It's interesting how quickly you can kind of start noticing some of these benefits, and I'm sure that'll go away soon, and I'll plateau, and it'll be kind of disappointing. But for now, it feels really exciting.
Well,
so far.
The problem too for me, and I'll just share this because this. I act like, I don't act like, I think, I just want to clarify this. I don't assume or think that I am a meathead that is 225 and that is ripped out of his mind looking like John Cena. I don't think that at all. But what happens is, I don't know if you've done this yet, I go in and I work out and then I overdo it and my muscles hurt for like 4 days.
Literally.
Okay, and it's like, I can't even go work out. And they're like, oh no, just go back to the gym and make you feel better. I can't, okay? My legs don't work. I don't know how I'm going to go back to the gym.
I feel so weak. I will say I have been humbled again and again throughout this experience because it just is a reminder that I am really out of shape. so it's been kind of a good reminder that like, no, if I don't want to be this out of shape, then I need to keep coming back. I need to keep doing this again and again. So that's how that's been going.
There you go. Sydney Sinks, what are you Whiten? What are you writing? What are you writing about this? You should have seen the taped interview we did before Vegas. I had to cut out like 2 minutes of that one. That was rough.
It was a long day. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, man. So what are you working on?
All kinds of things. It's so exciting. We're right around, the summertime. It's getting so busy with so many events and things happening, which
yes,
is so
it's
fun.
very busy.
It's very busy, but I think that's kind of fun. So
It is.
I've been busy with all kinds of things. My meeting in a little bit is about a choir that just had a great performance, which is exciting. And I just spoke to somebody who wrote a children's book.
Oh, she's coming on next week, Evelyn.
Oh, that's awesome. I spoke to someone else who wrote a children's book. Isn't that wild?
Wait, whoa, hold on here. Who did you talk to?
I spoke to Brandon and Laura Hayes, who I used to work with Brandon, actually, and he's
That
great.
name is familiar.
Yeah, and they wrote a children's book about Carl the Kindly Kraken. So I'll let you know. The story's not come out yet, so give me a few days to get that, and then we'll get back to that. But all kinds of interesting things. People
Isn't
are
that
doing
wild?
cool
We
things.
got
That's
2
interesting.
children's books getting talked about this next week. Evelyn wrote about Lucy's Playhouse.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to hear that interview. That sounds like that's going to be really fun. We got some creative people in the Riverbend.
I cannot wait to hear about the Kraken. Anything else you're working on this weekend?
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens comes down the pipeline. I'm actually going out of town this weekend, so I'm out. So we'll see what happens.
Good for you.
That's the blog next week. Just a spoiler. So
Where are you going?
I'm going on a float trip. So second ever float trip I've ever been on. So that'll
I've
be
never
fun.
done one of those before.
The first one was really fun. We'll see how this one goes. I feel strongly about it, but we'll see how it
Do
goes.
we need to put like an air tag on you so we know just in
There's a good chance that I'll get lost. So we'll see how it goes.
With that being said, you're never going to get lost whenever you're working with Centerstone. Centerstone is a national leader in mental health and substance use disorder treatment for people of all ages, and with a commitment to delivering care that changes people's lives. Their dedicated clinicians use evidence-based practices in their treatment programs, meaning Sydney, the recovery care plan is developed for you based on the latest science. Sydney's written about it so many times, written, right?
Whatever.
Written, I don't know. I've talked about it so many times, but the reality is, folks, a lot of us have experienced this situation so many times, and not necessarily with us, but our family, our loved ones, strangers. It's a pretty unknown road on the road to recovery, a long one, but one thing you can know for sure is that Centerstone will be that constant guiding force for you on your recovery journey. RecoverWithUs.org, the website for more information, recoverwithus.org, or call 1-877-HOPE. Get over here. 123.